to do. The process today, unfortunately, there's blackout, and all the agents inside are very, very hot. They have no fans, and the ventilation is minimal. But the rest of the process went flawlessly. I have to commend certainly the people at this polling station.
And last evening there was a situation out in the Essequibo with that both of the agents that came under attack. It must be concerning.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we need to be prepared for Venezuela to take several acts that are likely to destabilize. That's just one of them. I mean, you have to be wary about attempted cyber interventions and other interventions, particularly on social media and otherwise. And I hope collectively as a country that we stand together to resist whatever efforts they take to disrupt this event.
And I know, sir, while you've voted and you've cast your ballot, there are a lot of young people and a lot of folks who say these elections don't matter to them, so they won't be voting. What would you say to convince them to get out there today?
They have about, the young people, 40, 45 years in this country. We are at the most fortunate economic circumstances in our history. This is going to impact your life more than any other generation. It is absolutely critical that you at least play a role in determining what kind of country you will live in and what your future is likely to be in Guyana.
And Mrs. Hughes, not the first time on the rodeo for you. So you're back out here and as a candidate, also the supportive wife.
Yes.
What's just about the campaign and the process here?
The campaign was challenging. Good in the sense that we had a lot of key members and supporters that rallied. Challenging in the sense that we were in a race with quite a few other big players that had unlimited budgets, probably from questionable sources, but who knows. So we really are the David amongst the Goliath. But I am so happy, we feel good. We're happy that we have come to where we are today. Our policies, we spent a lot of time on our policies of what we would do for Guyana if we are given the privilege to go into government. And I think that anybody that reads them or felt our message would know that it's not the same old that we've seen for the last 50 years in Guyana. It's a complete change, a change that allows more Guyanese, especially as you talked about young people, to really ensure they get their fair share.
I want to ask you the same question about young people, but also young women, the importance of them going out there and make their voices heard today.
Absolutely. I call on my sisters, step forward. Again, you would see that we came up with an innovative idea of a bank for women, a women's bank. And that's because we've done our research. We spoke to them in our listening and grounding sessions, which started a year ago. And we know that the majority of women are keeping our families standing despite the challenges of cost of living. They're the ones that are doing small businesses that are doing well. And if they just had an opportunity to raise the level, they could do so much more for Guyana. So we've had a special focus on our women and also our young people. We've recognized that the Guyana education system has failed them. When you have so many young people, 48% dropping out before they even could get into high school, that's not a problem with the family or the children. The problem is with the system that's teaching them. And therefore, the fact that we have come up with a skills training program that gives them a stipend, that will give them tools at the end of it, and also a unit that will match their skills and training with a job. We've made sure we've done the full circle. Too many young people have gotten the certificates and then sit down and get frustrated because they can't get a job. So we're excited. I think, not